You took the words right out of my mouth.
Must have been while you were kissing me.
As the sun beats down on the California Boulevard.
I don't know what that bit is. I think that bit was not the same song. Was it not?
You're right, that was Sheryl Crow, wasn't it?
Good mega mix.
I always do that with in Meatloaf songs. Lady in Red, she's dancing. No,
That's not Meatloaf.
It's not, is it?
No, what are you doing?
That was it. Yeah. I would do anything for love. I would do anything for love. And I've never seen you looking so lovely as you do tonight. Oh no, lady in red. Said it. That's where my brain goes.
Hello, lovely people. Rob has just thrust his phone at me to say, join Patreon. He's giving me a thumbs up and he's saying for me, he's making gestures to tell me to take how great
Patreon.com/Rob Rouse.
He said he was going to make me do it all and then he just couldn't help himself.
Well, you weren't doing it. Patreon.com/Rob Rouse. Come and join us and you can support the podcast, get loads more extra content. Bye!
My mum might listen to this.
It's
Rob and Batman's Date Night Podcast.
The sound of running water makes you want to do a wee-wee. That's Helen weeing into our stainless steel urinal. Welcome, dear listeners, to podcast episode 51. 51.
The big 5-1.
Now, I did have another plan for this week's podcast, but I've decided on the fly,
On the hoof,
to make it about this, because what is happening, Helen?
Well, Rob, I've taken control. I'm in hog heaven.
Yeah?
Talking of hogs,
Yeah.
we were very close a moment ago to just adopting 2 pigs, weren't we?
Dangerously close to adopting 2 4-year-old pigs. Yep.
Called...
Salt and pepper.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
That would be great. Push it.
Push it good.
Push it.
Push it real good.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, we can't sing the whole of Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, there were 2 pigs up for adoption. So if anybody in the local area of the Peak District wants 2 pigs...
What, or if you're prepared to travel and get them.
They said they'd be up for delivery.
They'd be up for delivery.
Basically, there were 2 pigs somebody bought as micro pigs, and I don't think micro pigs actually exist, do they?
They don't. They're just baby pigs.
They're just baby pigs.
Yeah.
So the baby pigs got big.
Yeah.
In this whoever's front room.
Like pigs do.
Like pigs are gonna, and obviously they had to get rid of them. So they went to this shelter, and then they couldn't find a home. They got too big for the shelter.
And I just pause. We'll explain the background noise in a minute. Don't panic. That is meant to be on the recording.
It's not a technical difficulty.
Yeah, go on.
But they got too big, and the home said that they couldn't keep them. They were booked in for slaughter, but slaughter got cancelled because of lockdown. So now they're trying.
Slaughter's been cancelled on account of lockdown.
So now they're trying to find homes, and I obviously saw these 2 pigs and went, "Well, let's have them." And then what happened? I said, pigs, let's have them. And you said,
I said, okay, let's have a look at them. And I did say, imagine if I was the first person to race combined racing of pigs and chickens.
Yeah.
Just think what the sport of combined chicken and pig racing could bring to the world.
Basically, dear listeners, he thought of you first. We were about to get 2 pigs because he thought that'll make a good Patreon
I could
pod.
become the pigman.
So we talked about the pigmen for momentarily, and then we walked around the garden wondering where they would live, and quickly decided not to get the pigs.
And we delved into the world of swine and swine care and realised it would be prohibitively expensive.
Yes.
And destructive, and also olfactorily challenging.
Yes.
For us and the neighbours.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think...
So we've backed away from the salt
It's
and
one
pepper.
thing me burning things late into the night and making noises.
It's another thing having...
And trying to fix it.
That's a good pig impression.
do it one more time.
It makes me cough. It's good though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Can you do that? No, mine's better.
Mine's a male pig.
Oh no, that was more like a dinosaur in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that was, wasn't it?
Anyway. Move on.
Is that a pig noise? Oh, it hurts. I'm not doing that again.
I told you. It makes it off. So I'm in hog heaven not because of Salt and Pepper the pigs, but because of Salt and Pepper the condiments.
The condiments.
Are they condiments?
They are condiments, yes.
Are they? I thought condiments were wet.
Let's swerve away from this because it sounds rude.
Yeah, condiments.
Is Salt and Pepper a condiment?
They are.
Boy child?
No, condiments. Because I went to the poetry king and he's had condiment pillager in the one where he drinks loads of like vinegar.
I'm with you.
Mouthwash.
I've got condiments
Wet.
down as vinegars,
Yeah.
sauces, ketchups,
Yeah.
your mayonnaises,
Yeah.
your seafood sauce, your tartar
Spices,
sauce,
salt,
your mustards.
Spices.
Do you think Salt and Pepper is a condiment? No.
Salt and pepper spices.
Spices.
You're right. There are spices, seasoning.
Seasonings.
Seasoning.
Okay. So I am surrounded by all of those things: condiments, seasonings, spices. I am surrounded by them all currently because what am I doing, Rob?
You are basically in a response to the meal I cooked you last week on the podcast, where I only ended up cooking the starter. You have been helping, Sunshine. Helen is just breezily wearing a full face of makeup, just knocking out all 3 courses.
I am.
This part of the recording has been dropped in post. The starter was arepas mojo, which is a sweet corn and polenta fritter with salsa and jus and shit like that. The main was chana chat. Chana chat spice fried cumin biscuits laid with smashed potato and chickpea salad served with turmeric and coriander rice muffins. Fresh coriander dressing, tamarind glaze and coconut and lime dressing. And the pudding was a fresh lemon tart with a non-alcoholic gin and tonic sorbet side.
I'm spending my.
I haven't had a wash.
I am nailing
I'm wearing
life.
a Buzz Lightyear. Do you want to talk them through my outfit?
I am nailing life. You, on the other hand, are wearing what are those trainers?
They're my cricket shoes. I was playing
Why are you
cricket
wearing
outside.
cricket shoes?
Well, because I put them on to bowl at Len.
Right. So he's wearing cricket shoes. Wow, it's a really bad outfit today, Rob. Cricket trainers.
I work jeans.
You look like somebody very different.
Do you know what? I look like a children's TV presenter that's hit really hard times.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No. Anyway, but yes, the Buzz Lightyear T-shirt has come out. It looks. I mean, it's fresh.
It's clean.
Packet fresh.
It's one of the cleaner T-shirts
It's
I
very
own,
clean,
isn't it?
very
Yeah.
white, but it's got Buzz Lightyear on it. And what does it say on the back?
To infinity and beyond.
Such a weird choice.
Do you know, I don't think it's any more weird than you wearing that Minnie Mouse nightie.
I bought that for a show. That was a costume
but you
for a character.
I bought this for a costume for dance practice.
That's not costume.
It's dance costume. And I bought it to
do you
entertain.
think dancers in Pineapple Dance Studio going in a Buzz Lightyear T-shirt?
They might do if they're doing Toy Story the musical.
Anyway, so yeah, Rob's still essentially...
But let's drill down into this. What is the difference between me... So it just occurring to me how much more time you've got to talk while you're making a 3-course meal than I did
and how much
when
more
I was
relaxed
making
I
one.
am.
Yeah. I'm sure the listeners have already probably thought of that. But what's the difference between me wearing Buzz Lightyear and you wearing Minnie Mouse in bed and also talking like, hey, Mickey!
I don't do that though.
No,
And I
you wear it.
only wear it because it was a costume and I don't want to throw it in the bin. It seems wrong. I'll take it to charity though, maybe.
What's this tidying up as you're going thing you're doing as well while you're cooking the 3 courses?
It's so clean in here.
It's
so
cleaner.
clean in here.
Cleaner than it's ever been.
The lemon tart with a ginless gin and tonic sorbet is nearly complete.
So you're making the pudding first?
Yes, I am. Because I looked
But
at
that's
the
backwards.
recipes.
But like we want to
It
eat.
needs to chill.
What? But we eat the pudding at the end, Helen.
I know,
So you should be making the pudding while
crazy.
I'm eating the main course.
Crazy, but yes, so the pudding is nearly there. Can you hear? So the noise, dear listener, in the background is the ice cream maker that is churning my ginless gin and tonic sorbet.
Or is it Helen's brain?
So I'll just talk you through.
Will against in full duress.
Shall I tell you what's in it?
Go on.
Water, natural botanical distillates and extracts.
Oh, I love extracts.
And that's it. And some preservative. And that's it. No sugar. No nothing. Smell that. Get you... Oh,
It's very citrusy and lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
that's going to make a nice sorbet, isn't
It's
it?
going to make a nice sorbet, Helen.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Billy, the dog, is trying to eat the sorbet. So yeah, we're having that.
Oh, you've just lost a hygiene star.
We're having that with a lemon tart.
Right.
So the lemon tart's going in the oven shortly, and then it'll have time to chill. Then I'm going to move on to prep for the main and the starter.
And are these all Delia Smith recipes or Terry and Terry?
Terry and Terry.
Terry and Terry again.
Yep, it's called Big Lemon, the pudding.
Yep.
And we're going to go for the one that you
Is
didn't
it
make,
just
the
a
main.
Big lemon.
We're going to go for the one, the Chana Chat thing that you didn't get round to.
Are you making exactly the same starter as mine?
Well, I don't know, because I don't know if I've got the ingredients.
I think you should. You got polenta.
I got polenta, but I don't know if
Let's
I've got all the other ingredients.
There's loads of limes.
So if I've got all the
Coriander.
stuff, yes.
Do it, compare and contrast.
Yes, so we've got a direct comparison. I'm excited. I'm already
Do you know what I am?
salivating.
I'm already furious that you're about to eclipse my meal.
No, you're
I won't
delicious.
like it.
I'm
I
not
will
trying
not
to,
enjoy
I
it.
am not trying to beat you, but as you were doing it, I was aware that I wanted to be doing it.
Better.
No, not better. No, not better. I just had that thing of, oh my God, why have I never cooked one of these amazing recipes and spent all day cooking? I like cooking.
I'll tell you why.
I always do it in a big mad rush.
Because you are about to find out how goddamn hard it is.
Exactly.
I'll come back to you in a couple of hours
I'm not
when you're on
saying
the
they're gonna
floor
be good.
sobbing like Roger Black did in MasterChef when he ended up cooking on the floor, plating up on the floor.
Absolutely, that may be how it ends. But for now, I'm happy. I'm in a clean kitchen and I'm happy and content. And I'm doing bits of work in between doing this. I'm firing off eat. Honestly.
Do you know what?
I was up, Rob. I was up at 7:30.
So I got up early.
And the dog had been walked by 9.
Oh.
The smallest child's gone off to school. I'm on fire.
So what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to go back into my garage
into your
in
shed,
protest
cry.
and waste time
Yeah, do that.
and see how you like it.
Go and do some procrastinating.
I will. Any minute now. Any minute now.
First, you need a coffee.
I need a coffee first. And I'm going to need to go to the toilet. So, Helen, 4 hours later, where are we at?
More than 4 hours, Rob. It's
Yeah.
more than 4 hours.
Yeah.
I started.
And how many courses have you finished?
I started this.
One course. How long did it take me to make a whole starter?
No, I've finished 3 courses.
Have you?
Yeah. I started this at about 10 o'clock this morning, and it's now 5 o'clock, and I'm still cooking. I've never cooked for so long.
So you must be
Even when I worked in a restaurant,
Yeah.
I didn't cook for this long.
Does this mean you're just very slow at doing cooking?
No, it means I'm doing all bloody 3 courses, which is what you didn't do. So, pudding, done. All done. The
Ice
sorbet...
cream, bought from shop.
No, the sorbet has been made, and the lemon tart has been baked.
I did
And it's now
Snickers ice
cooling.
creams for pudding.
I know you did. So that's all done. The main course, the biscuit dough, the Cumin biscuit dough, is cooling in the fridge, and that can be fried up nearer to plating. The filling, done. The 2 different dressings, done. I just need to bake the rice cakes.
When
so
do you
I've got to do
put
that.
the oven chips in?
Well, I think I'm going to bake the polenta...
You've got to deep fry them like the recipe.
No, but I don't want to deep fry them because it was so oily, and that's when they fell apart. And I've got to deep fry my Cumin biscuits. So I'm wondering whether I should bake those and deep fry my biscuits so that I can do both at once. I can't do it all. I've not got an industrial kitchen, Rob.
You've got to think it through.
So-
you can see why it's interesting. I was a lot calmer, I think, than you are now. I can see your anger starting to rise.
No, not anger. I'm tired though. It's
You're
a lot
tired.
of work, and I didn't eat lunch because I was cooking tea.
We should
And there was no
always eat-
space. I know there was no space in the kitchen.
Well, do what I do. I just swallow mouthfuls of peanut butter.
Yes, yeah.
That's what I do.
But yeah, so it's all on track. I will be ready to serve in about an hour, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
And will the children be joining us for the sweet?
Yes.
They will ruin it.
I know they're not going to enjoy it, and they're going to make me cross. Can you prep the girl child when you go and collect her and tell her that no matter what, Mummy's been cooking for 8 hours.
Yeah.
No matter what she thinks of the food, she has to say yum yum and eat it all.
All right. Well, I'll record that and see how that goes down.
Yes. Okay. But yeah, I think I'm good to go. Plating, everything's going to go a bit mental when I'm trying to cook bits of the starter on the main at the same time and get them plated up without too much of a delay. That's when this kitchen's going to get hot.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I might get a bit sweary, but
we're not if the kids are
I'm
around.
feeling pretty good. And it's been very, very enjoyable. It's just a bit too long.
Yeah. I can't go and collect our daughter
shit,
from
you're
a friend's
late.
house in a Buzz Lightyear t-shirt.
You're going to have to because you're
I've got
meant
a
to be
jacket
there
on.
now.
I'm meant to be there now.
That's your one task for the day, was to collect her. When I've dropped her off and picked her up and cooked 3 courses, and
Yeah,
I
but
said one task.
I'm sure. Yeah, but
and
if
you're
you-
in
if
your
you-
Buzz Lightyear
if you-
t-shirt
if you-
playing on the guitar.
If you're 3 minutes late picking a child up, they don't put them out in the rain.
What if they've got things to do? Go, quickly.
She's clearly very, very stressed. Very, very stressed. Can tell. She's stressed, isn't she, Ron? Very stressed. Not you, it's wet, Ron. You stay in, mate. I think what's in that bag on the floor is just rotting banana skins and apples that Mum's just left in there. It's a bit grim, isn't it? So yeah, do you know what we're having for tea?
No.
Mum is making a starter of
The thing that you had last time.
polenta with lime and
The thing that you had last time.
yes, the thing that I tried to make. And then for main course, chana chat
What's Chan?
towers. It's like curried potatoes.
I like that.
You'll like that, I'm sure. And then a lemon tart to finish, all from the Terry cookbook.
Terry Tear.
Yeah, but it's not like fish and chips for tea. It's like posh, super posh swish food. And Mum's told me to tell you on the way back that just even if you don't like it, just say, "Oh, Mummy, that's delicious." Okay? Are you going to do that?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Where are you at now? It looks very tense in here, very stressed.
No, it doesn't.
Really stressed.
You just brought
You've got.
that with you.
I can't
there's
see
nothing stressful here
how
at
you're
all.
going to get all this out. You're frying off the fritters like I did, and I can see they've completely broken up.
No, they haven't.
And they're just falling apart in the pan. That must be a nightmare. And you've only got about 2 over there. You didn't make enough, like I made loads. Looks like you're really behind on everything. How's it going? Talk me through it.
Absolutely, we're on track. I need you guys to all wash your hands and come and sit down. The starter's good, then we'll have a little break while I cook the part of the main in front of you, like as if we are really, in a restaurant environment.
Yeah, but you're having a nightmare.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Has it all gone wrong?
No, it hasn't.
So where did it all start to go wrong?
Right, leave me alone now, and then go wash your hands.
So this is Helen's attempt at the starter I absolutely nailed the other week. Helen,
Yeah.
you haven't got like the polenta cakes into like a mush, like
Like dog food.
yeah, like dog food.
No.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, like how do you know what I mean? Do you know how I made them all like broke them up in the pan, deconstructed them?
Yeah, I haven't got that, have I?
I don't know. I just think they look a bit too like fish fingers. I'm prepared to try it though. I'll taste it. The starter was what they called Miho's.
I don't know what they're called.
Those wonderful. It was outstanding, Helen. Absolutely outstanding.
Thank you.
They, as I say, the only things I say you need to work on is you need to make them probably more mushy and smushed up. They looked a bit like they kept their shape, so they looked a bit like they might have been from a packet.
Well,
Does
I
that
don't
make
know
sense?
whether they were that neat, but yeah, they were a bit neat.
Yeah, but the flavour was annoyingly outstanding, and the texture was absolutely annoyingly outstanding. I did notice one of the children didn't like the outside but liked the inside, so maybe that's something for you to think about.
Yeah.
So you see, a master chef like me, I didn't let the children try my food. See, so you might just want to think about that as you're moving forward. So what's happening now then?
So now I am frying again. The lack of deep fat fryer is causing me bother because I'm meant to be deep frying, but I'm shallow frying some Cumin Biscuits.
Cumin Biscuits
for the.
Is this for tomorrow's meal?
This is for the main. So we're gonna have a stack of Cumin Biscuits with some tasty filling and the thing that I think's not worked. There's some form of rice type cake in the oven.
Yeah.
But I do not believe it's going to have worked. Does it look like a cake?
I can't see anything.
I just
There's some little pots in there.
There are pots. I don't think they're going to have worked. I don't trust what I put in the oven.
Okay.
At all. So they might not come off. But anyway, we'll see.
So are you having an absolute nightmare? You look very, very stressed.
No, I'm all right, Rob.
And can I just say, the kitchen is a real mess now. The old tidy as you go thing's gone right out of the window. Not like me.
I don't know whether these are going to be right.
Could this be where it all falls apart? She does look very stressed.
I wish we had a deep fat fryer.
Listen how stressed she is. What was that?
I said I wish we had a deep fat fryer.
Oh, there's no need for that kind of language.
Years ago, a knife, fork and spoon were almost the sole implements of culinary torture. Today, gadgets are as numerous as the variety of dishes. You all know the egg slicer, a very handy instrument that can slice an egg with mathematical precision, if you have an egg. Should tomatoes be the order of the day and you use an ordinary knife, you may get slices, but more likely just a hash. This special knife cuts off the slices just as clean and as thin as you require them. Now, peeling oranges is normally as distasteful a job as being polite to the rate collector. This little implement solves the problem of the orange, not the rates, and it peels it as clean as a whistle.
So, we have just had the main course of Chana...
I don't even know what it's called.
Chana Chat.
Take a picture of what it's meant to look like.
Chana Chat. I'll get all my pictures, don't you worry about that. And it looked absolutely sensational, Helen. Absolutely sensational.
It did look sensational, didn't it?
Now, you've been cooking for about 27 hours?
Honestly, I am absolutely exhausted. It's like when I used to work in cafes on my feet or in a pub all day long. I'm shattered.
Like in Frankie and Johnny?
Yeah, I'm really tired.
I'm going to rub the tuna fish in between my fingers, Frankie. I'm going to make it so soft. I'm going to rub the tuna fish, make tuna fish sandwiches.
And we watched Frankie and Johnny again, didn't we? As on our wedding anniversary. Do you remember we went and had a night away in that hotel?
Mm.
No,
I don't.
Did you remember we went there and we ummed and ahed and we spent a bit more than we would have wanted to. We got there and there were horrible holes in the curtains. They're all ragged.
No.
Do you remember Shrinkley Hall?
Oh yes, I do remember.
You probably won't go there. I'll use code Shrinkley Hall. And we stayed there and there was holes in the curtains, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And the gym and spa area was rather grotty, wasn't it?
Was it?
And we had a supposedly fine dining meal, but it wasn't, was it?
I can't remember. I don't remember.
Do you remember?
Things.
And all the youth football academy team were there, and they all walked through in their socks and flip flops and had their tea while we were waiting for our food. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And we were fascinated watching them through the crack in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, we are having fine dining here. Helen is making 3 courses just to rub salt in the wounds that I only managed the one. And we just had the main, haven't we? The Chana Chat
Yeah.
piles, stacks,
Yeah.
biscuits, stacked, homemade biscuits with gram flour.
Cumin biscuits, gram flour biscuits, stacked with a potato and chickpea spiced thing. And then with a dressing, 2 different types of dressing, a
Has
coconut.
that got butter in it?
It's oil, sunflower oil. It
Oil.
was quite oily, wasn't it?
Oily.
I only put the amount of oil that they said. It looked the business, but it was a disappointment.
Now, I don't want to be critical at all because I thought it looked incredible and I appreciate your endeavour. And you haven't got stressed. I was only joking. But you do have a look of disappointment on your face now.
I'm really disappointed because it just wasn't the starter. Ping, ping, ping.
Yeah, popped, didn't it?
Yeah, all of the good sensations. But there was a steamed rice bun thing.
Yeah.
Very odd.
Well, it was quite strange because it was rice, chickpeas, potato...
And biscuits.
And biscuits. So it's all kind of beige... not particularly base flavoury things.
Limey, very limey and very oily.
Then it's the lime again
Not
that we
the
had in the
best.
starter.
I mean, whether it's me or whether that's Terry's fault, I
Terry and
don't
Terry-
know.
well,
it looked right.
Yeah, we'll be submitting
Didn't
a complaint
it?
to Terry and Terry. I'm following your lead on this, but it lacked a variation of flavour. Now,
And considering
my only
it's
worry...
taken me 8 hours.
I know.
It's a real disappointment. Imagine how disappointed I am.
I know how disappointed you are. Look how disappointed are you, Ron?
No, he's hungry. He'll eat that.
Yeah.
Phone.
Obviously, I'm here as a neutral judge and broadcaster, podcaster, husband.
You're not judging me.
Happy consumer of food that's cooked in... Always elite what's put in front of me.
Yeah.
My worry, Helen... I don't know. Some people use the word worry rather than worry, don't they?
I tell you who does that. Kirsty and Phil.
He says worry.
Yeah.
My worry is the kitchen won't be big enough. My worry is that you haven't got a toilet.
Those kind of things. And she goes, well, I'm not worried about not having a toilet because I'll just do my number 2s in the washing up bowl in the back garden
Who
like
are
we
you
used
now?
to on the farm. That was Kirsty.
That was bad. Go on.
My worry, Helen, is that we have a starter, delicious, with a potent lime punch in it. We have a main course, which is the beige foods, which is the... We should never have got Alexas in their rooms. With the beige foods, with a strong lime punch coming through it.
Very limey.
And for and she's listening. Is he listening in? Are you listening in?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, turn it off.
Why?
Because it's creepy.
I need to tell you something. I've just had an idea for another great invention.
What great.
What is it, Len?
Get
I
yourself,
love
get
Len's.
yourself
No.
washed.
Len's
What's your
inventions are
invention?
amazing.
What's
Go on,
your
what is
invention?
it?
I want to see which has mittens and like socks on the end, and so you don't get your feet and your hands cold.
It's an incredible invention.
Yeah, brilliant. That's the one, Len. That's the one that's going to send you into
Has
the...
it already been invented?
No, mate. I don't think it has.
It might. Onesies with feet probably have. We'll put it straight into R&D, Len, and we'll get the workshop straight on it. As I say, so my worry, lime punch starter, by your own admission, slightly bland main, but with a lime punch yoghurt coming
I
through
never
it.
used the word bland, but disappointing. Yeah.
Disappointing. And then pudding is a lemon tart. Have you gone to citrus, lemon, lime, tart heavy on all 3 courses? Will the judges say, I've got a tummy ache because it's just citrus, citrus, citrus? My taste buds have gone, they're overwhelmed with citrus.
Or does Terry and Terry just put citrus in everything?
Should any gentleman here want, in a moment of weakness, to drink lemonade, here's a simple method of extracting the juice.
If so, I think I'll end up with a headache.
Anyway, you don't have to have any lemon tart.
No, I say I want to have lemon tart, but you know I'm not a pudding guy. But my natural palate would say, having had the citrus, a dark chocolate would be a contrast rather than more citrus.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought this was going to not be so limey. I thought this main was going to be really, really Indian spice. Therefore, I thought a lemon would be a refreshing after to cleanse your palate.
Yeah.
Because generally, after curry, you don't want a chocolate tart because it's too heavy.
No, I know.
You know.
I know. But I think...
What can I do?
So what you've done, I think where you might have fallen down, Helen, if I've got to be hypercritical, it's not on presentation or execution or indeed time put into the kitchen. It could be on your course planning. Now, that's why when I made the meal, I made that executive decision right from the get-go. I'm just going to do one and it'll be enough for tea.
You did. Right, can we tidy up a bit? Because we're going to have to give this lemon tart to the kids in the sorbet.
And we're going to have to put them to bed, aren't we?
Yeah.
And what's the sorbet? Is that lemon as well?
No, it's gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic, which is made with
Ginless gin.
Citrus.
Yeah,
citrus
all right, you
gin.
don't have to have any. Stop it. Oh, right. Tidy up a bit, will you?
I will do.
When Father helps to wash up, it's 10 pounds to a pinch of salt that he shoots the knives, forks and spoons into the drawer in one jumbled mess. These wrecks serve the double purpose of making him do his job properly and keeping the cutlery separated and handy.
We didn't talk about the lemon tart.
Didn't we?
The lemon tart was absolutely stunning, wasn't it, Helen?
The lemon tart was really good.
Really good. Really good.
And I liked the sorbet, and our daughter liked the sorbet, but you weren't so bothered.
Do you know what? The lemon tart was so good I didn't need the sorbet, I think. That's what it was.
It was like a palate cleanser. I quite like the combo.
Yeah.
There's about 3/4 of the lemon tart still left in the fridge.
It was a big lemon tart,
It was
wasn't it?
massive.
Yeah.
But what are we eating now?
Well,
Day after, what are we eating?
we are eating
Well, it's 10:05.
I
have been up, got both kids ready for school, walked the dogs, and come back in, and created another, I'd say, Michelin star breakfast.
It's a Michelin tire level breakfast.
For Rob, who has just got out of bed.
I've just got out of bed, and the only reason I've just got out of bed is I had to realign my body clock slightly today because I am doing a socially distanced gig in South Shields. So hence I couldn't get up at 7 o'clock.
No. But you've
I've
awoken too. What have you awoken to?
I've awoken to an absolutely stunning breakfast, Helen. A stunning breakfast. It's a spiced chickpea and potato fritter base.
Yeah.
Which perched upon it is, I think the phrase is smashed avocado. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then mounted by perfect soft poached eggs laid straight from the vaginal passages of our own chickens. Would that be correct?
Yeah.
It's amazing. I thought you said, we made some eggs. I thought it was just going to be eggs on toast,
I know.
which I would have been thrilled with. Really nice.
So there we go. I've done my Michelin star chefery. Tonight we're having fish fingers.
But this is Michelin star leftovers turned into a new Michelin star breakfast.
Exactly.
It's incredible scenes.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening in my life.
What? That we're living in such a Michelin star.
Michelin star life. Yeah.
You know what I want for tea, actually?
Go on.
I want you to make some of your sourdough pizza base.
I can do that before I leave,
Can you?
but I won't be eating it. I'll be eating probably some form of sandwich on the road.
What's your favourite on the road meal, Rob?
Well,
God, you've not done this for a while, have you?
no, I'm not. I don't think I'm quite ready for it, Helen.
No. What was your favourite?
My favourite
from
on
the
the
day.
road meal It's just all going to sound bleak.
But you were good at it.
Yeah, I was quite good at it.
You never went for Ginsters.
No, I've stopped eating the Ginsters. I don't think they put much meat in the Ginsters. I think they mainly put the best gristle they could find. If there's anyone from Ginsters listening, I apologise profusely. But if there was a Marx's, I'm on fairly safe territory.
What would you get from a Marx's?
From a Marx's, I would probably get...
this is gripping stuff, by the way.
Yeah, it would depend how I would feel. Well, this is the reality. I'd spend far too long deciding between about 3 or 4 different sandwiches whilst time eked away on the clock.
What I imagine...
And I started to get slightly more worried about
getting there on time
and or whether I'd have time to pull over having eaten my food, well, obviously not whilst driving, and then maybe find a quiet part of the service's car park and put the seat back, put my earplugs in and fall asleep for 10 minutes.
Juggling whether you should eat or sleep.
All of that stuff. So frequently, a sandwich will be taken and swallowed essentially like a pelican, just to aid sleep.
Right, what would you normally have in your sandwich? I'm going to say it out loud and you're going to say it out loud and see how well I know you. It's like Mr. or Mrs.
Okay,
right.
Mr. and Mrs. Mr. and Mrs.
Right, you've gone into the Marxies, you've fannied around for a bit, and the thing that's in your sandwich is 3, 2, 1, prawn.
Chicken and avocado. Or prawn. Or it would be the prawn, our best ever prawn sandwich.
Well, yeah, but you said chicken and avocado. I've never once seen you order a chicken and avocado sandwich.
But I forgot about the prawn one.
Honestly.
I forgot about the prawn one.
Well, no wonder you take so long fannying about deciding.
Well, there you go.
You don't even know your own mind.
No, do I?
I'll write you a little note that says prawn on it.
I like prawn sandwiches, please. Can I have a badge that says, if you see this man standing by the fridges,
give him a prawn sandwich.
Just remind him that he likes our best ever prawn sandwich. And then turn him round towards the self-service tills. If you see him looking bereft in front of the fridges, just say, I like prawn sandwiches, and he'll go.
You also often get if they sell them, you often get a Quorn Scotch egg, don't you?
No.
The Quorn party eggs.
The party eggs, but they are only available at the Waitrose.
Oh.
Because I go into Waitrose, Helen.
You love a Quorn party egg, don't you?
I'll eat them. Because I can eat them on the move. I can be going places while swallowing Quorn party eggs.
Like a man about town.
A man about town.
Wow.
Yeah.
High roller.
Yeah, high roller. Or a man up and down the motorway. But the problem is, in they go. But the problem is, in Waitrose, I'm always caught in, I don't know whether this is an upbringing thing, or maybe I don't think I'm good enough for Waitrose, but I am caught in a Waitrose indecision of, oh, crumbs, everything's at least £1.50 more expensive than it is in Marx's.
I think I've only ever been in a Waitrose once.
Yeah.
In my life.
And you got thrown out, didn't you?
Yeah.
For swearing and saying, dropping the C-bomb.
Yeah. Waitrose is not, I wouldn't be in my comfort zone in Waitrose.
No. Do you know why I don't like being in Waitrose?
Why?
Because of all the people and they're going, we're going Waitrose because it's a bit nicer.
But I bet Waitrose would sell Tamarillos.
Oh, I bet they would for about £9,000. Mm-hmm. But I mean,
and they'd definitely sell polenta.
Oh yeah, I couldn't move for the stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I apologise if any of our listeners are Waitrose. I might go to Waitrose.
I'm not against people who go in
Me
Waitrose.
neither, Helen. I'm not a supermarket bigot, but generally,
I just have never found myself in there for some reason.
Our problem, I think one of our major problems in humanity is when people are engendered or they believe that somehow they're a bit better, but actually we're all the same. Somehow they believe they're a bit better because of some of the things they do, or the places they go to, or the
I don't think you'd think you were better if you went to Waitrose,
I reckon some people in Waitrose walk around just thinking, I am better.
No, I don't know about that.
Oh, right, okay. Do you think if you, on the spot check, right, said to someone in Waitrose, do you think you're better than the people in Iceland?
It's a real hierarchy, isn't it? What's better?
Do you know what I mean?
Iceland or Morrison's?
Yeah, I think it depends entirely
You
what
love
you want.
Morrison's,
I
don't
love
you?
a Morrison's.
Market Street eating your party eggs. Do they sell party eggs?
I'm not sure, but I remember we had a life-changing Morrison's trip, didn't we? We went to one in Edinburgh when we did a big shop, and it felt like it was at least £90 less.
Yeah, you love a Morrison's. I'm not. I don't love a Morrison's. I find them a bit hectic.
So the thing I like best about Morrison's?
What?
It's Market Street.
I know you love Market
So I
Street.
walk down Market Street every time I go in. And
Wave at the butcher.
I wave at the butcher.
Yeah.
And I say, good morning to the fishmonger as I stroll down Market Street like that. And none of them wave back.
But yeah, their marketing has got you.
Yeah, I love Market.
Line and sinker.
I just like. I think Market Street is a nice street to be on.
Yeah. No, I've not been in a supermarket for 6 months.
Never. No.
I've been ordering online.
Oh yeah.
I've not been in one.
Well, actually, I went to.
But it's a bloody nightmare because I can't get my Aldi tea bags.
I know, nightmare, isn't it?
If you pass an Aldi, can you get me some decaf tea bags? Anyone?
I'll go in a
Send them
hazmat
in.
suit.
Send them in. If you send me some decaf Aldi tea bags, you'll get a shout out on the pod
Yeah.
to prevent me from having to go into Aldi.
How do you know that they will be COVID secure?
Well, how do you know they'll be COVID secure if I go in and get them? How do you know all the shit you buy off Amazon is COVID secure? Oh, God.
So the children are back.
The children are back, yeah.
Children are back in school.
Back school.
And we've seen on social media everyone going, thank God the kids are back. Woo! Or, oh my God, I'm heartbroken, the kids are back.
Stop it. We're at the table.
Sorry.
You've literally just swallowed your last
I'm really
mouthful.
sorry.
It's not nice.
I know I'm upset with myself because do you know what I was trying to do?
Show off.
I was trying to do the
Stop
I was trying to do the burp and the fart at the same time.
That wouldn't have made it better.
And well, that's where I have got a flaw in my personality. I thought it might make you laugh, but it's just ruined the moment. Do you know what? This one I'm going to edit out.
Good.
Go on.
I feel like it's been lovely to have them. I've enjoyed my time with them, but I'm pleased that they're having a nice time back at school as well. And I'm ready to have a nice time without them.
Yeah.
I can have a nice time with them. I can have a nice time without them.
Yeah.
I don't know why we need to be so divided. Like you're either the camp of,
Oh God! Someone just take them away from me!
or the camp of,
I'm so heartbroken. I love my babies. I can't believe I put them back into the big wide world.
yeah. I don't. This is what's wrong at the moment. Is everyone has to pick a team. And I don't think this is a picking a team situation.
No.
Two things can be true at the same time.
Yeah.
You can be a bit sad.
Hey,
that
you
they've
just
gone
quoted
back.
one of my bon mots back at me. That's what I say all the time. And you say, Rob, shut up.
I don't about that one.
Oh, right, you like that one.
That's not a bon mot.
It is a bon mot.
No. A bon mot is a lengthy story. And I've not stolen that from you. That's a phrase that everyone uses. The phrase that I've stolen from you is 6 and 2 3s. I've never heard that before. You say that all the time, 6 and 2 3s, and I'd never heard it, and now I use it.
I say 2 3s and a 6.
No, you don't. You say that it's 6 and 2 3s. You say it all the time. All the time.
I don't.
You do!
I know.
And what else do you
Let's have an
say?
argument. It's 6 2 3s, doesn't matter. Go on.
There's other things. I do say other things that you...
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it, how there was a thing, wasn't it, where...
There's words that you say that I never hear any other human being say as well. Who was that?
Well, because Ronnie did a sneeze fart. I'll hope we can hear that on the audio.
As well. As well. As well. As well. As well. As well. I want to move into my own flat. Can you build me a flat of my own? So I can just, couples sometimes do that. Just live side by side, but in their own flat.
Yeah.
Separately, so that I could, today's cleaning day.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't ever have to, if I had my own flat, you'd never ever hear me say today's cleaning day.
You could just sit in your own filth.
I could sit in my own pristine,
do you know what?
Clean.
If your own flat was anything like down your side of the bed.
Down my side of the bed's fine. It's just got a pillow that I pick up and put behind me to read,
What
and then
happened-
I put it down.
what
There's
happened-
nothing down and a book.
You read a pillow.
I read against a pillow, and then the pillow's too big, so then I put it down the side of the bed. We've got 2 pillows down there, nothing else.
There was.
No, when you
There
used to
was
have that
snot
side...
rags down there.
No, there
for
wasn't
a long
snot
time.
rags down there. You're lying.
There was all sorts.
You are lying.
Crisp
My side-
packets.
No, there is not. You
Biscuits.
are lying.
Rotten fruit.
When you had...
Old Johnny bags. All sorts of stuff.
When you had that side of the bed, there was a sea of eye things. What are they?
Oh, my...
contact lenses.
Daily disposable contact
that
lenses.
created a sea about... It was about...
Like a beautiful shoreline.
3 inches deep.
It wasn't 3
and
inches deep.
Your feet would crunch on this, like, strange, crunchy, glistening...
Blue, golden, azure blue.
It was really... Like, it was a bit like Billy. In one moment, it was beautiful, and in the other moment, it was disgusting. I hate those eye things. Why do you just pull them out of your eyes and then flick them onto the floor? It's utterly
Well, no, I
gross.
usually try and put them in the bin, but by the time I take them out, I can't see.
You sit in bed, pull them out, and flick them.
You can hear them just go.
It's so disgusting. All your eye juice all over the floor.
Eye juice.
It's awful.
Well, you get so squeamish about eye juice.
I don't like it.
It's just water. It's tears. It's tears. Do you not? Do you think tears are disgusting?
No, I read it. Did I read a book about somebody collecting tears?
No.
And then drinking them.
That's
Who was
that song. Collecting your jar of farts.
No, I read a book, I'm sure, about somebody collecting tears, and then I did, and then she drank them. Weird.
That is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, that was what was that? Oh God, I can't remember anything. I literally read a book and then it's gone.
Hey, it's great, good type podcast, this, isn't it? But do you remember that thing when? Can't remember that thing. Ah.
Anyway, I think that's enough, innit?
I don't know,
Shit.
but they're all back at school, aren't they?
Chatty nonsense.
Don't say that. You don't devalue the very thing that you're making.
I mean, podcasts are just people chatting shit, aren't they?
You can't say that.
But it is people chatting shit. They know that. They're not sitting there listening to this thinking we're going to change their lives. They know that we're chatting shit. They're listening to you farting and burping, for God's sake. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have to spend your time listening to this. I am.
Helen, I'm trying to grow this Patreon. Not shrink it, not convince people that they don't need it.
Well, they don't. Nobody needs
No, you're right. No one needs anything. We do not need anything. All of these things are high-end luxury items.
Yeah, it is high end.
We are the Waitrose. I tell you what, though.
Are we on the Waitrose of podcast?
I think we are the Waitrose of couples podcast. We've listened to a couple, haven't we, just for research purposes. A couple that started up when we were in a quiet period in our podcasting career.
Trailblazers.
And they were not as funny as ours. Were they? They were not. They were not as funny as ours.
Nothing can be as funny when you're sitting there scowling and tutting as you're listening.
They were not as funny as what we do. We just... And
There wasn't as much gas.
there was not as much gas or laughter gas. There was not. It was not funny.
So we've got another day without the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, what are you going to do?
I am going
We watched
to...
shit telly, didn't we?
We did watch some
Yesterday.
shit telly yesterday, didn't we?
And at burgers.
Oh, Helen forced me to watch that stupid programme that I hate that I wrote about.
He loves it so much, he dreams about it.
Anthony is a fucking psycho,
Yeah,
isn't he?
He is.
He's so negative towards Nadia. I mean, he's fallen on his feet with that lady.
I know, and she's just so accommodating.
She's broken down.
Madness.
She's broken down by it. It's classic Stockholm syndrome.
I think.
Yeah. Do you know what? I mean, obviously, I really do not enjoy watching it, but it is very interesting to watch when a relationship is clearly not good,
Yeah, it is.
toxic.
It is, and it just reaffirms our love for one another, doesn't it, darling?
It certainly does.
Ah. Well, on that note, let's go and ignore each other for the rest of the day.
No, let's go and watch Married at First Sight Australia, please. Because I really think she should leave him.